against Jund Treasures, which is basically more of a creature-heavy base deck, which is leaning on to try to... we have Predators. We also have Innkeepers, gain some life, Storm Chaser. You have some partners. You have some Chariots, and I believe we're going to get ourselves right into round 3. Here we go.
I'm putting up a new poll.
Opening hand on the Jund side, super fantastic. Land Sentinel, here we go. And we talk about how we can curve out with on the Jund side. Look at that beautiful curve, and that curve is going to get much better.
Ooh, we got a lot of people in for this pack this round. That's good. So I started a new poll. Do you like or play Alchemy Arena? Yes or no?
That's 2 different questions, though.
Well, do you like it or play it? Okay. Well, then how should I word it?
In 2 different questions.
Do you play? I'd say, do you?
I can only do one at a time, though.
Oh.
Well, Spike-filled Hazards, they're going to do the double removal.
I would just put, do you like it then?
Get a couple of 3/3s.
Did I even start it?
Yeah. I see it.
We have a pink Cadillac.
So what is it? You're allowed to use the alchemy decks in historic?
Yep.
Yeah, alchemy cards, I mean.
The alchemy version of the cards.
Yeah.
So that's going to get rid of the other 2/1. Foretell that. Well, that's a Predator. Which is going to get fade, or they're going to fade hope the token, because that way it shuts off the chariot. The top draws here on Izzet is just fantastic. The Sentinel, let's say go. Could they take the extra turns here? All right, Spike-filled Hazard. In a land, attack by everything. You might as well just be aggressive. Be aggressive.
Just
This
picture.
graphs. What's that?
I just picture Will Ferrell and that girl.
Yes.
On Saturday Night Live, yeah.
Yep. So there's. You can't really attack in. That's the thing. We're going to green team 2 here.
Already?
Yep, Izzet takes it down. So on Izzet's side, definitely could see Burning Hands definitely will be coming in. Cinderclasm just more of more burn down the house. Some eggs, some Cinderclasms were definitely on that side. On the Jund side, definitely more Magas, trying to be a little bit more lower to the ground and try to survive.
Okay. I have a new poll. This one I'm excited to put up there.
There you go.
Do you want Alchemy to be part of the BO3 Cup season at some point?
Because that way you have three formats you can bounce between.
Well, it would just probably replace standard. Or, you know, like...
Some in the lull seasons, yes.
Just replace historic. No, you can use it in historic, so why even bother?
Yeah.
I love a good couple of hands.
And for that very reason alone, you shouldn't even include historic anymore.
Ooh. Are they going to go for it here? They will. Definitely disrupting that. Now they can just go express. Say, take a windfall. All right.
God, I love that card. The Predator.
The Predator? Oh, yes.
What a great creature card.
Same thing with the Chariot.
Yeah.
Hey, at least we're not typhooning.
Yeah. Yeah.
You trying to start an argument?
Yes!
At least we're not typhooning. Chariot. Crew the Chariot. Create make a copy of the Typhoon.
Unexpected windfall.
Yep.
In response. So you definitely duress one of the
You
Epiphanies
get
out
rid
of your
the
hand.
Syncoplasm.
That dress is cool.
Looks gorgeous, eh? It's from Time Spiral.
The I think it was the chat will yell at us 10 minutes later.
Were you wondering what set it's from?
Strixhaven.
Yeah.
All the
Definitely.
Strixhaven reprints.
Yeah.
I'm proud to announce that every single person is live right now.
That's amazing, honey.
What was that?
Yep. Every single player is live.
Nice.
Yeah, that is nice. That's amazing.
Gotta love it when a plan comes together.
Yeah.
So at this point, Epiphany deck is pretty much all in on trying to
Survive.
get enough mana to play Epiphanies.
Yeah. Definitely going to remove that.
I mean, they have every reason not to, right? Like,
Mm-hmm. Gain life, crew it. Now you can exile a card. Hey, you see that hermit that was supposed to be in the graveyard? Not anymore.
Gandhi.
Gandhi.
So they're attacking for 10, and they
Gain a
literally
life.
put 17 power in play.
Yep, and that grasp that they lost 2 life for, they just gained it right back.
Mm-hmm.
Now they go extra turn.
Well, they don't have a choice. They need to find something to take care of this entire board.
Yep.
The problem is that Predator is indestructible.
Yep, but they can take an They had enough mana to take another extra turn, but they're just trying to bounce it, so.
I think that's the only way to get it off the battlefield, right?
Yep. Alex is just trying to weather the storm, but I think it's probably too little too late here.
Well, the upside for Izzet is that they did win game 1.
Yes. Mind you, they can also divide by 0 and iteration, so they can copy. Yeah. So Predator probably in response bounce something else. You gain a life. Say go attacks.
What do you take?
I would take just in case.
I would have taken unexpected windfall.
Yep. So they're gonna go galvanic, divide by 0, bounce 2 things, the chariot and say the predator.
That's pretty good actually, but they're still going to
But
attack for what, 8?
Lethal. Lethal. Yep.
So they're going to have to chump block 2 creatures, go down to 2.
Yep.
That's a tough spot to be in. Wow.
And they still have a board. And that's a land. So you could Epiphany Expedition say go.
That's actually not a bad plan.
No. You get a couple of 1/1s.
Which will block the predator.
Yeah. Block a predator.
Yeah, a predator. Correct. You are correct. 100%.
Yes. And then mask, and then the expedition will get so then we're trying to do the tap properly here.
Hold a multiverse, eh? So they're not going for blah 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 mascot.
Nope. Think they're trying to hold a burning hands, but that doesn't work with. They're just trying to fade out, say, a bunch of stuff as much as they can. So. They have a burning hands and a cinderclasm, so they can at least. I'm trying to figure out if the burning hands is actually only 3 damage. I think
It is only 3.
2 damage. 2 damage.
Burning hands.
Burning hands is only 2 damage, but at least less that permanent's green.
Right.
So they'll wipe the board clean with kicker. And which will. But now they have a chariot. Burning hands will get rid of a token.
As well.
Use your mana efficiently. I think it's just extra turns. I think the expedition extra turns to say go, but I think they're just trying to wait for a big turn here. So, no, but you gain 2 life, you get a land.
It's a good play. He's still got a blocker for the predator, and he has a blocker for chariot.
Yep.
I mean, that's pretty good.
Unless there's a way to bounce said.
Does he
Which you
attack?
Think you do. You get a treasure token out of it. You are attacking for 9.
So he attacks for 9. He gets double block. Like they're just gonna chump block him.
Yeah, and they're just eating all the cinderclasm on the board wipes.
I mean, you have to. Yeah, I was gonna say you have to block with the 4/4, right? You want to take chariot out.
Yes, you're up to 6. No, actually, didn't have that was lifelink, but it's not.
No.
But I think it's too little. I think attack with the 3/2. See what if you have any blocks. If not, extra turn. Something. They're just trying
Players
to dig
submitted
for...
their results wrong. Sweet and salty. It's in tournament questions. I think I just saw.
And we're going to game 3.
Wow. That was not an easy match for Is It at all.
No, it's not. But
That, I mean, the Predator, if that creature just survives, Bird is pretty nuts. It can protect itself. It grows bigger. Eats your graveyard. It pretty much does everything you want in this format, except for gaining life. It doesn't do that.
Now, Kenny Daniel asked a question in the chat there. Why are we limited or sealed
Ugh.
as an event? The
Honestly,
problem
because I know
is
nothing
you
about them.
can't. The problem is you can't do it on Arena. You can't do an event on Arena with sealed or
On Melee?
on Melee.
Or Arena?
Like you could, like there's ways around it, but you want to make sure it's. I think it's more of like you want to have it on the client itself, because you don't want to have someone have a stacked seal pool.
Well, no, don't they open their decks and then, or open their packs, build their deck, and then submit the deck list?
Yes, but there's not a way to get a seal pool. And that would involve if the players actually have all the cards on Arena. Because I know the Zombie can actually test to this because they do the Sweatsuit Invitational. They do every week. Mm-hmm. They do a draft on a third-party website. But the problem is that you need the cards in your arena because it technically you're still doing a draft for the event, but you have to have the cards in arena.
I thought you just joined a sealed event, got your packs, made your deck with those cards, and then you leave the sealed event and play with other people with the deck you built.
You can do that. The thing with that scenario is that, let's say I have a lot of money or coins, I can wait. I can keep going into a sealed event until I get the deck I want that I think.
Well, not if we give a time limit. It starts now. You pay your coin. You go get your cards. You send a picture to us of what you built, showing that you're still in the sealed event, and then you play with that. Submit your deck list.
It might be something in the future that Arena could build in.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I just don't know enough about it. That is for sure.
I mean, it's definitely something we could try with like 4 or 5 of us here that are local friends. It's about the only way I can play Magic is if I do a sealed event because I don't have any cards anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, hey, I mean...
You know who has all the cards? Chaotic, as they're casting an extra turn.
Yeah.
And what do you know? They have 2 extra turns. Divide by 0 is 4 or 5.
This is going to allow them to get more land and life.
Yep, and an expedition. I think it's just the science is just for the land there, so you can get yourself a blue source.
Arena should totally do that though. They should have it so that everybody pays a coin, but people who know each other can join one sealed event.
Yeah, I don't know how they do that yet.
No, yeah, but they should. Like that's a lost opportunity for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know their some of their Arena opens and also their I think they've done the same thing for, I could be wrong, for their qualifiers to be draft and or sealed.
Okay.
So
they can manually add people to anything they want because they're in the back end, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I'll be right back.
Yep. So I believe Izzet is going to pretty much go to town here. Extra turn, he'll do damage to this painter. Can willy-nilly attack in for everything here. Play land, say go. That's another land. They can activate the giant if they want to, which they will. Can almost like attack in for 7, 11, a lot. They have to block the biggest thing here. Down to 4. Land, say go. And this looks like this game is about to wrap up very, very shortly here.
It is.
Yep. And looks like that's going to be it. It takes it down 2-1 over John Treasures.
Okay.
It takes down John Treasures.
You literally just